great show every night. Dami
Every
natin
night.
napupulot sa kanila. But di natin magagamit dito kasi
Sports
tayo. Commercial naman muna tayo ngayon. Thank you to Cez, to Sean, to Pauline, and again, Congressman Roman Romulo. On our show tonight, we've got new reports on Tyrese Halliburton's injury amid the NBA Finals between his Indiana Pacers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, plus the start of the quarterfinals of the PBA Philippine Cup. Cheska playoffs na.
I know. Ang bilis. Wait. Hold on. And we put the spotlight on Team Navi Philippines as they prepare to defend their crown in the women's class of Mobile Legends Bang Bang at the Esports World Cup.
Gusto na kitang sabayan nun.
Bang,
Bang,
bang.
bang. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves it. Mr. Moves puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stopping another one. Macunas rejecting Estebo for the
A potential major hit to the title hopes of the Indiana Pacers ahead of Game 6 of the NBA Finals against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Reports say that Indy floor general Tyrese Halliburton has sustained a right calf strain. Yikes. And he's expected to undergo an MRI test to determine the severity of his condition. Signs of an injury already showed up during the post-game press conference of Game 2 of the NBA Finals. Hallie was seen limping out of the media room, raising concern over his health. In Game 5, Hallie's right leg gave out once more as he fell during a drive attempt in the first quarter. The 25-year-old point guard decided to play on, but ended up having his worst game of this postseason. Hallie just posted 4 points without a field goal to go along with just 3 assists. Pacers are now trailing in the series. Thunder lead is best of 7, 3 games to 2. Game 6 will tip off back in Indianapolis this Friday already, 8:30 a.m. Philippine time. Here are Pacers head coach Rick Carlisle and all-star forward Pascal Siakam sharing thoughts on Hallie's health status.
He's not 100%. It's pretty clear. But I don't think he's going to miss the next game. And, you know, we were concerned at halftime, and he insisted on playing. And I thought he made a lot of really good things happen in the second half. But he's not 100%, you know. And there's a lot of guys in this series that aren't. So.
Yeah, no, he's a fighter. I mean, I think he's been our rock, you know, all year, and you know, he's the big reason why we're here. And you know, we know he's, you know, again, I don't know exactly what's wrong, but I know he's fighting, and he's going to give us everything he got. And we are 100% behind him, and we support him. And I think, you know, one thing he showed, like, is resiliency. Like, he showed that all year, and I think that, you know, we can continue to count on him to keep fighting, and I admire that, you know, from him.
The Thunder have been rolling in the past 2 games of the finals, but their head coach believes there's still room for improvement. In Game 4, OKC weathered a strong homestand from the Pacers to avoid a dreaded 3-1 series deficit. Then yesterday in Game 5, the Thunder's firepower came through once again as Jalen Williams and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander combined for 71 markers. With the team just 1 win away from clinching a title, head coach Mark Dagnall pointed out the things they need to improve on heading into Game 6.
I thought our defense tonight was really good. I thought our conversion off of our defense was hit or miss. We had some really good moments. We had some moments that I wish we could have back. You know, the second chance points were a major problem. They did a great job of crashing to the glass. They beat us in the paint tonight. So it wasn't a perfect game at all, and there's a lot of room for growth. But I thought our improvement from Game 4 to Game 5 was critical, and we're going to need a similar type of approach. You know, we got to take the humility to understand there's still a lot we can get better at if we want to go on the road, you know, and win a game. I thought McConnell really changed the game in the third. Obviously, that was blatant. And so, we got to do a better job there. We got to do a better job on the glass. Late game defensive transition, they kept the pressure on us there. So we have room for growth, but I thought we took some steps forward on the other end.
Big question is, will the Thunder win it all in Game 6, or will the Pacers force that do-or-die Game 7? I know all NBA fans want a Game 7, but find out by watching the rest of the 2025 NBA Finals on NBA TV Philippines, on One Sports, on RPTV, and of course, on the Pilipinas Live app. Meanwhile, in other NBA news, Orlando Magic newcomer Desmond Bane looking ahead to a new chapter in his career. Bane headlined the first big trade heading into next season. The Memphis Grizzlies dealt him to the Orlando Magic in exchange for Cole Anthony, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, multiple draft picks, and swap rights. Bane had been one of the Grizzlies' best players for quite a while now, and his continued growth has made him an elite bucket getter at the 2 position. Here's Bane sharing his thoughts on leaving the Grizz and now joining the Magic.
Obviously, leaving everybody behind in Memphis will be tough. I made some really good relationships and friendships there that won't end there. We'll continue to talk and stay in touch, but I'm super excited to be here. All the guys, they've reached out and hit me up. The front office, support staff, everybody's been real supportive, and you can tell there's an excitement in the air, as well as expectations, and expectations are healthy, and I feel like we have the roster to be able to do some really special things. So I'm excited and looking forward to the new chapter. Super talented. It's different than Memphis, but we were the young and up and coming team as well, and it's a great place to be. Obviously Paolo, Franz, Jalen, Wendell, Tristan, Anthony Black, you can keep going all the way down the list of these guys, and I got a chance to play against them, not a ton, coming from the Western Conference, but it was always tough to put the ball in the basket against them. I'll tell you that. They guard, and I think I'll fit right into what they're trying to do on that end, and hopefully help out a little bit, on the spacing front on offense.
A lot of excitement in Orlando over the arrival of Desmond Bane. The 26-year-old guard's long-range shooting is expected to take away a significant amount of pressure off of the Magic's two young studs in Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. But Bane is not just about hitting threes. He's also a capable playmaker who can drive to the basket and create opportunities for himself or his teammates. Magic head coach Jamal Mosley acknowledges everything that Bane brings to the table and has nothing but positive things to say about his new star player.
It's been a little bit of a whirlwind, but just welcoming him in, being able to get acclimated a little bit. But it's just been exciting to know the caliber of player we're getting, but more the caliber of human being that he is. You get calls and texts from guys and understanding who he is and what he represents and what he's meant to that community there, but also to that team. Space. You see a lot of space, his ability to shoot the basketball, create his own shot, handle the basketball in different areas, but just being able to make quick plays, quick decisions, spacing on the floor for those guys to be able to allow us to get to the basket. He's used to playing fast, and that's what we've talked about, being able to speed our game up, and so his ability to do that, he'll fit right in when it comes to that.
After the break, it's playoff season in the PBA once again. We've got the latest from the Philippine Cup quarterfinals when play-by-play returns right here on One News. And we're back. Thanks for joining us here on Play by Play.
Alas Pilipinas men are out to secure a quarterfinal spot in the 2025 ABC Men's Volleyball Nations Cup. The Philippine squad is currently taking on Chinese Taipei in a must-win battle. After a slow start in the first set, Alas men managed to squeak past their opponents in the second frame, 25-23, tying the game at 1-1. The third set was another close fight, but the extended battle went the way of Chinese Taipei 29-27 after some crucial errors from Alas men. The fourth set of the match just started, and Alas men hoping to bounce back here after falling short against Pakistan in its opening match in the tournament. The Philippine team lost the first two sets, but then came roaring back in the third before yielding in the fourth against last year's silver medalists. Leo Ordiales came up big for Alas with 22 points, while Steven Rotter and Buds Budin added 10 apiece in the loss.
Meantime, Gilas Pilipinas women get a special boost before they chase new heights in the FIBA Asia Cup this July. The FIBA Asia Cup trophy has been circling the country, even making stops in universities across Metro Manila, including NU, UST, Ateneo, and LaSalle. The FIBA Women's Asia Cup will take place in Shenzhen, China. Gilas women have been drawn into a tough group with regional giants Japan and Australia, along with Lebanon. The national women's basketball team aims to finish at least third in their group to advance, while a top 6 finish in the tournament will earn them a spot in the 2026 FIBA Women's World Cup in Germany. Before the Asia Cup, Gilas will first test their mettle in the William Jones Cup from July 2 to 6.
It motivates us na sobra-sobra. Sabi ko nga kahapon sa press con namin na you can already feel the event, the league itself, kahit na nandito pa yung trophy. So, yeah, it motivates us na makuha and mag-try pa ng makakuha kami ng mas mataas na position in FIBA Asia Cup.
Moving on now to the PBA, Jonard Clarito and the Rain or Shine Lasso Painters are not going away just yet. They force a do-or-die game against the third-seeded NLEX Road Warriors in the Philippine Cup quarterfinals. With their backs against the wall, ROS ran to build a 16-point lead in the first half, but they saw that lead vanish after NLEX tightened their screws in the third period, led by Cyrus Torres' 14 points. In the fourth and final period, it was a neck-and-neck battle, eventually with both teams exchanging haymaker after haymaker like it was a great boxing match in the fourth. But it was Clarito's heroic effort, particularly on the glass, that proved to be the big difference for the Elasto Painters. NLEX star Robert Bolick put up one last long bomb in the dying seconds, but he couldn't make it. He was asking for a foul even on that attempt. Final score 92-89, with Rain or Shine escaping barely NLEX to push their matchup to a decider. Clarito finished with a monster double-double, 20 points and a career high 21 big rebounds. 6 of those boards came on the offensive end, and most of them were in the crucial moments of the game. Adrian Nocum also chipped in 20 markers, while Leonard Santi Santillan had 16 of his own. As for the Road Warriors, Torres had a team-high 20 points in a losing effort. The sudden death showdown between ROS and NLEX will tip off this Saturday.
We were just patient. No? Nagpasensya lang kami. Basketball is a game of runs. We had a run in the first half. They had a run in the third quarter. Mabuti na lang nakabalik ulit kami nung fourth quarter. Sheer hard work, sheer effort. Just the desire to extend the series. Kung si Jonard, kita natin effort niya, buwis buhay talaga. So, any coach would appreciate the effort they put up, no, not just him, but the rest of the guys.
Yung ano lang sabi ni coaching lagi sa huddle namin, kasi yung 3 points namin sobrang baba eh. Kaya dinaan lang namin sa sipag, sa box out, sa rebound. Tsaka nagtulong-tulong din yung mga teammate ko. Walang matatalo sa depensa. Kailangan buwis buhay talaga.
The Magnolia Hotshots and the TNT Tropang Giga are slugging it out in the second match of the PBA Philippine Cup quarterfinals. It was a close fight between the two squads early on, but Magnolia was able to take a slim lead heading into the second 22-18. The Hotshots continued to hold on despite the efforts of R.R. Pogoy and Calvin Octana. Near the end of the first half, TNT head coach Chot Reyes was handed a technical foul after being heated with a non-call. Rome De La Rosa then drained a huge triple to widen Magnolia's lead. At the half, it's the Hotshots ahead 44-37. Magnolia holds a twice-to-beat advantage over the Grand Slam-seeking TNT. Last Friday, the Hotshots beat the Tropang 5G in the elimination round 88-83.
Still in the PBA, veteran point guard Jello Alolino makes his way back to the league after an absence of almost 9 months. The Converge Fiber Xer signed a 31-year-old floor general whose previous contract with the Terra Firma Jeep expired in November of last year. The new product last saw action in the PBA way back in September 2024 during an elimination round loss against the Meralco Bolts in the Governor's Cup. Alolino will be part of the Converge lineup right away, beginning with their quarterfinal match against Barangay Ginebra San Miguel on Friday. Converge is Alolino's 5th PBA team since he was drafted in the second round by the Phoenix Fuel Masters back in 2016. Coming up, the PBA is all set to bring the action overseas. The league will hold games in the Middle East as part of its 50th season celebration. The details of that story and more when play-by-play returns. Stay tuned, only here to One News.
Welcome back. You're watching Play-by-Play on One News. Team Navi Philippines is chasing back-to-back titles in the women's class of Mobile Legends Bang Bang at the Esports World Cup in Riyadh next month. A look into the preparation in this exclusive report from mobile journalist Amy Atienza.
Team Navi Philippines is definitely feeling the pressure of sustaining their glory in Mobile Legends Bang Bang. After all, they're the pioneer champions of the Athena League here in the Philippines and the defending titleists of the MLBB Women's Invitational in the Esports World Cup. In a 1PH exclusive, team members said they're hungry for another title in the world stage. They have the opportunity to do so in this year's edition of the Esports World Cup in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Siguro pressure din po at the same time kasi kailangan namin i-defend yung title namin and tapos marami pong expectation yung mga tao sa amin, lalo na po kami po yung nag-champion last EWC.
Despite the pressure, Team Navi continues to not only improve their mechanical skills, but also solidify their chemistry.
Siguro yung team bondings lang talaga. Mas naging nakilala nila kung sino sila at the same time, yung mga ugali.
Besides playing MLBB, the team also bonds over their common interests. They even showed us some of their talents.
Pero nabanggit din, Coach, may bonding din kayo. So, bukod sa pag-gym, ano pa bang parang common interests nyo as a team? Guys. So, may din talaga kayo maglaro, gano'n, physical sports talaga. Ano, parang movies, di kayo nanood. Movies din. Movies. Favorite nyo? Yung break Go! She's my amiga.
With championship experience and strong team bond, Navi head coach Salman Macarambon is confident that the team will once again prevail in the esports worlds.
Depende na lang kung paano i-execute ng team yung mangyayari pag nag-start yung competition na lang. So, max, super confident yung team. Yun lang nasasabi.
Puso at galing, yan ang lakas ng Pinas. And that is definitely what Team Navi Philippines will bring to the table as they rise to the top in the Esports World Cup this July. Mobile journalist Amy Achanza, we are One News.
Okay, folks, I'm back. So let's head back to the big wall for the highlight reel. We've got NLEX, Rain or Shine, all highlights from their matchup in the quarterfinals. Remember, NLEX has that twice-to-beat advantage. Okay, let's start with the Road Warriors here. Here they are in the third quarter. Look at Bahio, the two red lines, collaborating. Foul, count the basket, foul on Nokum. That was a good play, good backdoor by Bolik. Take a look again, Bahio, this big man has potential. And then the former King Lion through the hole there. And by the way, just a little bit of trivia, nag-abot pa yan sa San Beda. Pero rookie year ni Bahio, mga first year niya, I think third or fourth year na si Robert Bolik and then JV Mocon as well. So naging magkakampayan sa San Beda before, of course, winning championships in the NCAA. Bahio, that's one of his 3 assists, also had 6 points and a team-high 14 big boards in this game. Panalo ba sila? Well, kung di nyo nalaman kanina, malalaman yung maya-maya. Okay, more from Haliberto. Here's it. Okay, Mocon giving it to Bahio again, and then off to Bolik. Sizing up Chongson from way downtown. Bang, 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 bang. Big four. Take a look again. Bahio over to Bolik. Set up. Boom. For 4 for Robert Bolik. That's a big one. Less than 2 minutes left here in the game. And take a look at the score here, folks. Rain or Shine was up by 5, and that shot by Bolik with a 4 just cutting ROS's lead to 1 at that point in the game. Bolik finishing with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists in a losing effort. Yes, in case you didn't know, NLEX did lose. Kaya may do or die darating sa Biyernes. Meanwhile, from winning team this time, punta naman tayo sa ROS. Okay, here's Anton Asisio. Time winding down the first. Gets the screen. Asisio behind his back. Step back. Oh, shades of his former Ateneo days, former Blue Eagle, Anton Asisio. What a move to end the first. Take a look at this on a switch at Bahio, the big man, and then, step back. drain it for the J. Money from Anton Asistio, extending Rain or Shine's lead at that point in the first quarter, 28-15. Asistio had 5 points here in this game. Okay, more from Rain or Shine. Ito naman, punta tayo from a former Ateneo Blue Eagle. Ito naman sa former Mapua Cardinal. Take a look at Nokum just barging his way against two defenders. Look at how strong his upper body is. Against two defenders, walang problema. Bagsak pa nga si Nieto ba yun? I think that was or Semerad fell down on his back there. And take a look at this kid from Tondo. He has a bright future with Rain or Shine, former Mapua Cardinal, Adrian Renz Nokum, getting his way there. Well, do you like that one? Mas magugustuhan niyo pa to. Isa pa, one more play from Nokum. Santillan, free throw, Mintes, Clarito, putback, wala. Clarito again, still no go. Kyongsun, offensive board, kick out, Karakut, off to Nokum. Clarito, ISO, against Bahio, posting up, spin, wala. Guess who's there? Ooh, what a cleanup job by this man right here. Former Mapua Cardinal, bata ng Tondo, Adrian Clarence Nokum. Remember the name. Clarito, that was a good play. Too strong, one hand, put back over the big guys. Nokum. Big basket there for Nokum. Final score, 92-89. Rain or Shine wins. E-Painters force a decider, hindi pala Friday, Saturday sa PBA Philippine Cup quarters. And Nokum, by the way, 20 points in this one, 5 rebounds, 3 of them offensive boards, 2 steals. Clarito, 20 points, career high 21 rebounds, and 6 coming from the offensive glass. ROS just did a fantastic job cleaning up the offensive glass here against NLEX. Chongson, by the way, 6 points, 2 rebounds, all offensive. Okay, now let's go to Cheska or OT. Check.
And before we go, the PBA is going global once again, this time as part of its golden anniversary. PBA Commissioner Willie Marshall confirmed plans to stage official games in Dubai this October, as well as a possible doubleheader in Bahrain by December as part of the league's 50th season. Marshall added that 2 other countries have expressed interest in hosting PBA games in the future. Dubai previously hosted official PBA matches in 2019, while Bahrain and Saudi Arabia have also held exhibition games in the past.
A lot of PBA fans in the Middle East, and I'm sure matutuwa yung mga kababayan natin doon.
Asan to nang nagko-courtside ako sa PBA?
Para at least makasama ka, no? Yung mga Dubai travel, no?
Bakit hindi mo nakasama sa mga ganito?
Saya nun eh, Middle East. Saya dun eh. Okay, and ang dami nga mga kapatid natin, mga Pilipino doon. Mag-enjoy sila watching the PBA there in the Middle East. That's all from us tonight. Catch us again tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. for a play-by-play of the day's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV, Channel 8 on SD, and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
Good to be back. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Calao. Thank you for watching. Good night.